Hey guys, my name is Matthew, and today we're going to be taking a tour of this building we just bought. So we flew back from the UK Monday night, got here at like midnight on Monday. On Tuesday morning, we came and saw this building, put an offer in on it, and less than 2 weeks later, we are the proud owners of this 3-unit building. This building, when I say 3 units, I mean it has 3 separate families that can live in it. It has one 3-bedroom, 1-bath unit. It has a 1-bedroom, 1-bath unit downstairs here, and then the upstairs here is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath unit as well. This unit is going to take a ton of work. The reason I was able to move so fast on it is because I didn't take out a traditional mortgage. It is only $30,000. I say only, that's still a lot of money, but $30,000 is so cheap. My friends from the UK are gonna be like, what, that's crazy. And even if you're on one of the coasts of the United States, this building seems, no matter what condition it's in, that seems so cheap to own 3 separate units on. This is gonna be a really great building. We aren't entirely sure what we're gonna do with it yet, but to start with, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So this particular video is the start of a series. We're gonna be talking through all the different things that we need to do here, and we're gonna be showing you guys that work as we go through. The last video in this series, I think, is gonna be kind of the whole finances of it all. We're gonna save all of our receipts, talk about all the material costs, even some of the labor costs, what that might look like if we were to pay someone else to do this labor. We're gonna do all the labor ourselves as near as we can, as best as we can, and we're going to talk about what all those costs are. So let's get right into it. If you're pretty perceptive, one of the first things you'll notice about this building is that it has a new kind of front deck area. This whole front porch has been rebuilt in the last couple of years, and I think a big part of the reason why is because this overhang thing is saggy. That's actually not a good thing, that's a really bad thing, but there's some good things about this. First of all, we actually have a brand new porch that was mostly built correctly. The biggest thing they did wrong is these center posts and the side posts were not set properly. It looks like it was a rush job because it actually seems like the rest of it, they knew what they were doing. It looks like they were just trying to make sure that this overhang thing didn't sag down and fall, which is really good. The other good thing about this overhang is it's actually, this whole big heavy section in the middle is actually pretty easy to just get rid of because it's all decorative. So we're planning on probably getting rid of that, re-putting in these posts in a way that's actually done correctly, using cement box and kind of cutting through this deck boards here, and basically redoing that whole section. That's one of the biggest exterior jobs we've got to work on because everything else out here is at least passable for the time being. I'm going to start by showing you the first unit, which is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. After that, I'll show you one other unit, the 1-bedroom, 1-bath that's upstairs. So I'm just going to show you 2 units today. This 3-bedroom, 1-bath, as you walk through the front door, you'll notice that it is actually in pretty good condition overall. Actually, throughout all 3 of these units, the floors are really solid, which is a good sign. And overall, things are in decent condition. I'm missing some windows, but that's not a terribly expensive cost, and that's actually not too bad at all. The first thing you'll notice in here is there's a nice fireplace in the living room, and that the walls are lathe and plaster. What that means is kind of an old system of walls in the US. We don't use this at all anymore, but you kind of put up boards and then you plaster over the boards. Nowadays in the US, we mostly just use drywall and then just paint right over the drywall. You move into the next room, there's a dining room there, and as you continue moving through the unit, in the back there's an area that used to be maybe a mud room, and then behind that is a kitchen. What we'll actually do is probably knock out some of these little side walls and then turn that into one large kitchen in the back area. This unit has an upstairs and a downstairs. As you head up the stairs, you notice that there's some kind of wetness, looks to be like old water damage. We're gonna talk about that in a second. This is the same kind of area as the 2nd bedroom that we'll talk through. At the top of the stairs, if you turn to the left, there's a bathroom and there's a bedroom. The bathroom seems pretty small and the bedroom is perfectly fine. As we head down the hallway in that upstairs section of the unit, there are 2 more bedrooms. Looks like a smaller bedroom and a master bedroom. In the smaller bedroom, one thing to note is this is where you have the most prevalent water damage in the entire house. It's clearly a leakage issue from the roof, but one really good thing is we've had some serious downpours here and all of that is completely dry. It leads us to believe that this may have been fixed already and that we're not getting additional water damage to this area. Of course, we'll need to crawl on the roof and find that out for sure, but as of now, it looks promising that this area may just have past issues and currently is fine. In this unit, we need to break into the walls and we need to find out what's actually going on here. But the most likely thing that is going to happen is this will be a total gut, meaning we're going to take down all the lathe and plaster, we're going to replace all the electricity and all the plumbing in all 3 of these units. This is going to be a really huge job. It's going to require pulling permits and doing a lot of work, but we think this is worth it. Danielle and Willow and Alone and I are probably going to end up living in this side of the building in this 3-bedroom, 1-bath kind of area. Okay, here we are looking through the 1-bedroom, 1-bath unit, and you can see that we are down to studs everywhere in here. That is a reason for a lot of people to be nervous in a house, but this is actually a really good thing for us because it means we know exactly what's going on here. It's given us a great view of a few things. First of all, it lets us know that all of the plumbing, literally all of it, is on one side. That means we can do one stack for this entire house, and it's all going to be in one, what we call maybe a wet wall. And that's really, really nice because we're not running plumbing for ages. It's going to be relatively cheap, a lot cheaper than running plumbing through a traditional house where there are bathrooms all over the place and whatever. So all the bathrooms, all the kitchens, all 3 of both of those things are all on the same back wall, which is wonderful. It also lets us know that the structure of this house is relatively solid. These sticks are all really nice. These 2x4s, it's great 2x4 construction. It was done pretty well, and it's withstood really well, even though it's an older house, relatively older. Another thing that's really, really positive about this house is the attic space. I'm not sure how well you're gonna be able to see this, but this attic is incredible. It's absolutely enormous. This is wonderful for storage. That's a really, really good thing, but it's also actually really good for potentially being living space eventually. These ceilings are tall enough that it could literally double the square footage of the 3-bedroom, 1-bath house if we decided to get up into that. And it's a really, really good thing. The fact that we can see everything in here, we know what's going on in the walls, is actually a big part of the reason why we were willing to jump on this house and purchase it, is because we can see how good we have it, and we know that we're gonna be starting from scratch. So we know that we're probably gonna rehab all 3 units. We're probably gonna take out all the walls and make them all kind of look like this unit, and that's one of the first things we're gonna do, so that way we know what we're actually dealing with, because we will have been the ones who put the plumbing and the electricity in ourselves.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that content. If you did, if you want to see us rehab this house and walk through us with this whole project, feel free to like and subscribe. We'll be putting out new content every single week. If you are used to our normal content surrounding the US and the UK and some of those differences, also stick with us. We'll be putting out that content as well as we move through. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you guys next week.